So this will be our new rendezvous not every Thursdays, but on Thursdays here and there, we will talk gear, tools for photography and for video. Y'all know how hard it is to film with DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. Up to a certain point, if you're using these specific tools for filmmaking to create videos, you will need another tool to stabilize your shots and to make your filming experience a little easier and a little bit more enjoyable. And that is when the ACT Recoil rig by ZACUTO comes in. I did some tests last year to figure out which tools I wanted to create some of my video work. I was looking for a simple solution, something light, something compact, something that I would also use for my behind the scenes videos and basically all my small productions. Personally, once I'm past that phase where I gathered a lot of information on the web, I watched a ton of videos, I have to quickly jump into the testing part because this is the only way for me to actually decide if this or this tool is made for me or not. Up until recently, I was mainly using the DJI Ronin S to stabilize my shots, but I sold it recently and I decided to experiment a little bit more. Another way of filming, handheld, or with the camera on my shoulder. I was just looking for less robotic movements with my camera, dirtier shots, and still minimizing all the downsides that comes with cameras that have rolling shutter. You want to add a little bit of weight to these lighter setups. You want a rig that is modular, versatile, scalable, and easy to assemble. Enter the ZACUTO ACT Recoil rig. There are a lot of options out there at different price points. I used to have a rig that was really cheap back in the days, but it didn't really feel safe. What I mean by that is knowing the price of the gear that you're going to put on it. It better be solid. I chose the Universal Cage by ZACUTO because I didn't want to be trapped in a system. I wanted to be able to use any DSLR, any mirrorless camera on my rig. It comes in multiple parts, but it is really easy to assemble. And although the cage is not fully closed, something I was really worried about at first, I discovered later on that it easily handles the weight. Oh. If you only have one camera and you are sure you are going to use only that specific camera, they make custom cages. Go check their website. I knew early on that I needed a rig like that with rods, for example, because I knew that later down the road I would add new accessories like a follow focus. The screws, the handles, the rods, the shoulder pad are compatible with a lot of other brands out there, so you can start with this kit and build your dream shoulder rig. You may have seen my little behind the scenes video for Fujifilm, the testimonial interview video that I did for them, or my latest behind the scenes videos on this channel. Well, most of the shots that you see, all the ones that are not locked, were made with this rig. Here with my 360 camera, you can actually see my partner using the rig. One of the many things that I love about the ACT Recoil rig is the fact that you can hold it in many different ways, from the chest, from your waist, from down below, or just, resting. You can rest the whole rig on your shoulder. This is kind of the perfect rig for run and gun. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are no perfect tool out there, no perfect tools out there. And if I had to complain, there is one thing that I can say. The price places this rig above most of its competitors, which is something you have to consider. Based on my experience and based on the overall quality of this rig, it is worth the $1,450. But there is one thing I haven't talked about that could have changed everything. It's the additional viewfinder. They say it's free. Well, great that it comes with the kit. Awesome. We tried to use it, but without even sharing our thoughts on this EVF, we ended up not using it at all. After a couple hours, we all decided that we preferred using it without the EVF with an external monitor. And the reason for that is that this EVF could have been a strong feature of this rig if it didn't miss some essential features. No vector scopes, you have peaking but only in black and white, and you can't import Luts in the EVF itself. So unless you are only using it to compose and frame your shots, you will soon replace it with another tool that will have more advanced features. I know, this comes free with the kit, it's kind of a gift with the Act Recoil rig, so I shouldn't expect much from it. But you can buy this EVF separately from the rig, and it costs almost $500, which for me is a lot of money. So I can't stop myself from thinking that this EVF could have been much better, really. To be honest, at this price, I'd rather save up and invest in their more advanced and professional EVF. So anyways, it all comes down to personal preferences, what is your workflow, how you actually work, and what you are looking for in a camera rig. The Act Recoil rig feels great in the hands, it feels sturdy, solid. I feel safe putting expensive material on it, and this is really important for me. I will surely use it in future small productions, and my partner will use it for my behind the scenes videos. In this industry, especially for independent creators, content creators, and filmmakers where every cent counts, I really believe that this could have made a difference. But then again, you get what you pay for. Now, just for a few seconds, imagine an EVF almost as good as their more advanced and professional ones, shipped with the Act Recoil rig at this price. So maybe I'm dreaming, but this could have made this Act Recoil rig a no-brainer. So what about you? Are you shooting handheld, and are you using a shoulder rig? And if yes, which one are you using? Tell us in the comments below. This Sunday, I'm going to share with you guys the third video that we made inside the Chateau La Louvière, the third session, the third behind the scenes video where most of the shots were filmed with the Act Recoil rig. Hope y'all having a great week so far. I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday, but until then, please have a good one.